Good morning, everybody. I'm Professor Jonathan Smith. I'm going to be your English 151 professor this online, and I wanted to film this video to say hi and give a little bit of an introduction to myself. As I said, I'm Professor Jonathan Smith. Please feel free to call me Professor Smith, Mr. Smith, Jonathan Smith, whichever you prefer. So, I graduated the College of Staten Island with a bachelor's in literature, and then I went and I graduated with my master's from City College of New York with an English literature and a cultural studies degree. Since then, I've been teaching for the last 6 years at the College of Staten Island and some other schools in the tri-state area. I find myself to be really interested in research, and so my favorite course to teach is this 151 course because we really get to work on, develop, and hone our research skills, which are so incredibly important for not just this class and not just for the rest of your time here at this school, but for all the things that you're going to do. Well, maybe not all the things, but a lot of the things you're going to do in work and in your personal life after you finish these 4 years or 5 or 6 years, depending on what degrees you guys and gals are going for. So, cool. I also wanted to take a little bit of time in this video to go over the announcements that I left this week. I'd put a little bit of information in there besides just saying hi, but there was 5 specific points that I brought up for how to manage and develop yourselves as online students. I know for many of you, including myself, that working fully online is a newer thing, and as a result of it being newer, it is confusing, complicated, and it can easily get away from us. So I would please like for you to read those 5 tips, but I'd like to talk about 2 of them that for me are the most important out of the group. So, and this isn't for this class, this is for all your classwork that is going to be online this semester. I cannot stress to you enough the importance of trying to come up with some sort of schedule for yourself. As I mentioned in previous videos and in our syllabus, this is an asynchronous course, meaning that we don't meet Mondays at 5 to 7. We don't meet Thursdays from 2 to 4. I post our work throughout the week. Monday is the beginning, and then throughout the week, I'll be posting some more information, whether it's videos or extra links, whether it's deeper dives into discussions, whatever the case might be. But in order for you to have success in a class that is being done like this, you need to be able to manage your own time. Time management skills for online classes are utterly essential, and without it, it's going to be really easy for you all to fall behind. And I really don't want that to be the case for any of you. So what do I mean when I say create a time management skills, when I say create a schedule for yourself? So what I mean by that is that considering we're asynchronous and we don't meet, that you should look at your weekly schedule and know what you have to do between work, family, friends, and so on, and say to yourself, I'm going to try and get my work done on Mondays at 2 p.m. for this class. And if you can schedule that for yourself, even writing it down or entering it into a phone of sorts really helps you to keep on point and focused with what it is you need to do. Each week we're doing a little bit something different, so if you know to sign on at 3 o'clock on Mondays, or noon on Tuesdays, you know the information will be there and you know you've allocated some time for yourself to work. I hope that you would do that for this class, as well as any of your math or sociology or any other classes that you're taking. Try and map out what needs to be done and when you will have time to do it. Because if you push it all just sort of builds up and spirals out of control. I would honestly recommend that you check into our class website. And by class website, I mean our Blackboard 2-3 times a week. Anytime I post something new, I will send an email out like I have been doing this week and like I will be doing with this video as well. But you really need to create a schedule for yourself. I personally had a lot of issues with that, so I bought myself a little book of a calendar. It has all the dates in it, and I filled that out because I was not very diligent with putting it into my phone, but I have my book, I carry it with me, and I fill out what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, and when I have the opportunity to do that. I promise you that's going to be super duper important. The other thing that is going to be really important for you this semester, and I know it's going to be hard for some of us, is to try and create a workspace for yourself. I don't know what that'll look like exactly or where you'll be able to find it, considering we can't go out to libraries or coffee shops or campus. It might be a little bit tougher for some of you. I remember for my master's, when I was studying and living in my house with my parents and a brother and a sister, my closet was slightly large enough to fit a chair, so I would lock myself in my closet with a lamp and a chair and try and do my reading because I had so much of it to do. Try not to work in bed under your blankets. You will fall asleep. If you can work at your desk or at a table in the living room or in a basement or an attic or whatever the case, like try and find a quiet space for yourself where you can devote yourself to work. One of the things about the classroom is when you're there, it's work time. We're there together. Unless you're playing on your phone or watching a movie on your laptop, you're there to work. When you're at home and there's no professor or other students, video games or food or walking a dog sometimes take precedent over the work that we really need to get done. And we say, oh, we'll do it later. I'll do it later. And later comes and we don't do it, or later comes and we forget. So it's really important to try and, when you sit down to do our work, to really think of it as I'm working and I really need to focus and pay attention and be attentive and have the tools that I need necessary in order to get through what I need to get through. So 1, time management, create a schedule for yourself, and 2, try and find a possibly quiet spot where you can get through your work. This is going to be an interesting semester. I have a lot of really interesting ideas that I'm hoping work for us online, but a large part of your success and the success of this class is dependent upon all of us and our abilities to keep coming back, to participate, and things along those lines. So we have to work and develop our online going to school skills because I don't know how long this is going to last. It was last semester. It was this semester, and nobody knows what's happening in January. So if we can develop these skills now, cool. And we'll be a lot better off for this semester and any other semesters where we need to, unfortunately, stay off campus and away from each other. So let's try our best. If you have any issues, any questions, any comments, my numbers on our syllabus, my emails on our syllabus. If you want a one-on-one Zoom, we'll figure that out as well. So just let me know and we'll set that up. Thanks, everybody. Expect another video by Monday, Tuesday. But again, anytime I post or send stuff, I will say in an email, hey, everybody, I just posted something. Please check it out. All right. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.